Hey, what's up, man? I'm so damn excited. This has been an incredible run. We're actually 9 days in a row where we're hitting. We've been winning 9 days in a row. If you've been following, we have a bunch of comments, a bunch of information, a bunch of people that are very excited with us. So if you see the comments in the previous videos, you'll see that people are excited. We're winning money. We're cashing in. We have a new system in place. Everything is working in our favor right now. Obviously, we need some. There's regression coming. I've been doing this long enough to know that you can't always win. Anybody that says they're always winning is lying to you. So just make sure that you understand that there is going to be losing days. There's going to be losing weeks sometimes. But you go through those, and then you have days like this. So we've had 9 straight days. I actually have one, two, three, four, five, six teams that I like today in the NBA. I'm also going to share with you an NFL pick that I have as well. These are very strong leans on the NFL as well. So stay tuned for those. And I'm going to give you one premium play in the NBA today. So just a very real quick recap. You can see I actually did this on TikTok Live, and then I posted this video yesterday. If you go back and look at my video yesterday, you'll see that I mentioned all of these plays. So, for example, Grizzlies plus 10.5, and then we did the Pelicans at the money line. People were telling me to stay away from that one because Kuzma was back and all this stuff. I showed all the reasoning why I was going with the Pelicans, and then the Grizzlies, that how they had been covering spreads and all that. Anyways, we did a two-leg with the Grizzlies plus 10.5 and with the Pelicans money line. That cashed for us. Then we had the Pelicans at a minus 6.5. That cashed for us also. Cavaliers minus 5.5. That was probably the easiest game on the board. I was a little bit worried about the Pelicans, but the Cavaliers came through easily. Then in the VIP, we had the Penguins on the NHL. They were on a back-to-back. The other team was on a back-to-back. Penguins were rested, so we got them at a plus 1.5. That cashed for us. Then we had the Ducks and Oilers. No score before 15:30 on the clock. And then that cashed for us. And then we had another one in the college football, which is Minnesota minus 9.5. And that hit for us also. So anyways, we went 6-0. We're on a 9-day winning streak, which is incredible to me. That is just amazing. This is probably one of my longest runs that ever since I started tracking stuff. This has probably been the best, one of the best runs that I've had in a long time. And we actually went up 6 units yesterday. And the last 3 days, we've gone up at least 11 or 12 units. So just yesterday was 6 units. If you've been following, make sure you comment, let people know that, we are hitting, and just let other people know that this is winning for us. So I appreciate everybody. We crossed 1,000 people on Winnable. So if you go to the link in the description, and then click on free picks, you'll be getting all the free stuff that we post. As you've seen up here, when I was explaining earlier, we gave 3 plays away yesterday. They all hit. But if you want all the stuff like the VIP, and the VIP has been crushing it as well, you're going to go down a little bit and you'll see right there VIP. It basically gives you all the plays. So you can do the 1 week pass, the 1 month pass, and the 6 month pass. I think there's only 8 more slots available. I put it up there this morning, and some people took advantage of that. Again, there's 1,000 people on this list now. So there's about 8 more or 7 more people that can get on for the 1 month pass. And if you type in 9-day heater, so if you type in 9-day heater, you're going to get 50% off the 1 month pass. So now let me get right into it. For the 76ers and the Nets, we're looking at the spread. There's value improving from a minus 6.5. I think when we went up all the way to minus 7.5. There's historical dominance right here. They are 8-2 in the last 10 games against the spread. The Nets have been struggling. I know they won the other day. They beat the Bucks. However, the Nets have been struggling overall. They can't win at home. They're dropping 6 out of the last 7 games, and the line is screaming value. Make sure you jump on the 76ers at a minus 6.5. I'm going to be showing you all my slips at the end, so make sure you stay for that. If you haven't done so, make sure you subscribe and like this video. Also comment if you've been winning so that other people can see that we've been winning. The first play that I just talked about was the 76ers minus 6.5. I'm going to show you all the slips at the end. But let me talk about a few more teams that I really like today. So the Bucks versus the Blazers. The line adjustment is giving premium value now. The Bucks are crushing bottom defenses 11-2. So in the last 13 games, they've gone 11-2 with bottom scoring defenses. Portland is one of these bottom scoring defenses. Also, Portland has a lot of injuries, which is causing a big time mismatch. 76ers are an excellent team. Portland is not. So the smart money is still flowing into the Bucks. So it's already inflated all the way up to like a minus 12 and a half. So again, I'm going to give you my slips right now. You should consider either the minus 7.5 or parlaying that together with something else. Again, I'll be giving you those slips at the end, so stay tuned for that. Just a little quick side note: this is not just me throwing stuff out there. We do our data. We check our data. We check databases. We check a bunch of line moves, injuries, everything. So you can see this is just a little example of all the data that we have. If you want access to this data, you go to the link in the bio, go all the way to the bottom, and you're going to say Data Scraper Daily. And you'll see right there, it's offered for 3 months. It's a one-time subscription for 3 months, and you're going to get all the daily stuff like this that I'm talking about broken down on a daily basis. All right, the Heat versus the Hornets. The only thing I don't like about this is that Butler's already sitting out. However, they really haven't cared too much about him in the last couple of games. He's been acting up. He's acting like a drama queen. Whatever. The little bit of news that I found out is that he's been crying, and Pat Riley and him have beef. So whatever it is, he's going to get traded. They sat him out. He's technically sitting out for 5 games in a row. They pretty much suspended him. So the Heat already have been playing kind of without him. So these numbers are already adjusted to Butler not being playing in here. So anyways, don't let that scare you that Butler is sitting today, because they've already adjusted to that. So the better numbers are at 7.5. The Heat are 28 and 11. When they've been favored to start the game, their record is 28 and 11. The line is holding despite Butler being out. So like I just said, the line already had shifted. The line is already adjusted to Butler being out. The sharp action is supporting this line completely. So we got them all the way back to a minus 7.5. Now, this one right here is just too easy to pass up. I mean, I've been going about this. If you've been looking at my video, if you've been on my TikTok lives, if you've been following me for any sort of time, you know that I fade horrible teams. So Pistons is one of these horrible teams. They're playing against the Timberwolves. The Timberwolves are actually very decent. Pistons are not. So, for example, sharp adjustment is already the line removes the spread risk. So what that means is that the Pistons are 5 and 34 in the last 39 games, 5 and 34 against the spread versus top 10 scoring defenses. So Timberwolves have a top 10 scoring defense. Pistons are struggling against those type of teams. Minnesota's defense creates a massive edge in this game. Pistons just cannot handle the Timberwolves. And this is actually a very premium money line spot. And again, I'm going to give you the breakdown of how I'm actually playing these plays. But before I do, make sure you subscribe, make sure you like. The line shifts a lot, and it shifts very fast on sharp money and stuff. So if you haven't done so, make sure you click on that little bell as well. Some people think they're subscribed, but they're actually not. Make sure you click on subscribe and then click on the little bell for notifications, so that when I post videos, you can see before the line shifts, because normally when we post stuff, the line already has moved and stuff like that. So you're getting the best value. Make sure you click on subscribe. So the final play that I'm going to give you, this is our premium play. This is our pick of the week, pretty much. Definitely the pick of the day. So the Clippers are playing the Hawks. The Hawks played yesterday. The Hawks lost yesterday. Trae Young is a little bit questionable. So is Jalen Johnson. They played yesterday, but they were not looking that good. Plus, they're on a back-to-back, so they're tired. They're traveling. They're on the road. Not only that, but the Clippers are looking very good. So right now they're covering spreads 11 and 3 in the last 14 games. The sharp money is still aligned with this play, so that means the Clippers is increasing from a minus 5.5 and has been going up. I think it's already at a minus 7. So make sure you jump on that before it keeps moving. When the pros like me are betting and the line continues to move, those are the ones that you want to jump on. The line is still shifting, even though all this money's coming in. The books have to adjust to that in order to reduce their risk. I know it's a little bit hard to read, but I'll just give it to you. So it's a 2-pick, it's a 2-leg. It's going to be the Bucks minus 7.5 and the Timberwolves money line. If you put both of those together, you should get odds of minus 114. If you don't trust either one of these teams to cover spreads or whatever, you can kind of adjust those lines however you want. I actually got this pretty cheap. So again, it's the Bucks minus 7.5, and then you parlay that together with the Timberwolves. If you don't like either one of these teams, you can split them out with another team that I just gave. So the other one would be, so the other one's going to be the Miami Heat at a minus 7.5. That's just going to be a straight up minus 7.5. And then you got the 76ers at a minus 6.5. Again, the 76ers minus 6.5. And then, like I had mentioned, the premium play of the day, it's going to be a minus 5.5 on the Clippers. I just realized that this video has gone on for about pretty long now. So I'm not going to do the NFL. I'll be back with the NFL. I will just tell you it's a two leg parlay with the Buccaneers minus 6, and we're doing that together with the Falcons. I appreciate everybody. We've crossed 1,000 people on the free plan, and that's continually growing. YouTube is about to hit 600, so make sure you subscribe for that. Hit the notification bell, and then TikTok, we've crossed over 6,000. I'm gonna start doing more lives on TikTok and more lives on YouTube. So make sure you subscribe and get set up for that so that you can see this stuff as I'm talking about it when I'm posting it, so that you can get better, value. Thanks a lot, guys. I appreciate you. Have a good day.